I'm Katie, and I'm currently taking the Real Estate Pre-License course through Metro Brokers Academy School for Real Estate. I want to invite you to study with me on my channel. We will review all the chapters individually, as well as the vocabulary you need to know within each chapter. So don't forget to like and subscribe at the end. Without further ado, let's move on to today's topic. Real Estate Exam Prep. Agency quiz time. With Katie Landers Does Real Estate. Before we get started, let's go over how this quiz is going to work. I will first ask you a question and repeat the question and list out 4 choices, A, B, C, or D, for you to choose from. Once I'm done reading your choices, the timer in the upper left-hand corner will pop, and you will either have 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds to produce an answer, either in your head or out loud like a crazy person, before the answer is revealed on the screen. Let's do it. The law will act to end a listing agreement: A, if the owner declares bankruptcy; B, by supervening illegality; C, if the home is destroyed by fire; or D, all the answers are correct. D, all the answers are correct. A broker whose negligence in preparing a sales contract allows a purchaser to void the agreement breaches his duty of A, personal performance; B, obedience; C, accountability; or D, due care. A broker whose negligence in preparing a sales contract allows a purchaser to void the agreement breaches his duty of D, due care. The unauthorized withdrawal of any portion of an earnest deposit from a broker's trust account before the sale is consummated or otherwise terminated, regardless of the intended use, is considered A, constructive fraud; B, commingling; C, negligent misrepresentation; or D, none of the answers are correct. D, none of the answers are correct. According to Georgia law, a listing agent must voluntarily disclose to a buyer customer: A, the fact that a suicide has taken place on the property; B, the fact that a previous occupant had AIDS; C, latent defects; or D, patent defects. The answer is C, latent defects. Mario is showing a buyer-client houses in a residential subdivision. He knows that there is a parcel of vacant land 3,500 feet to the north of these homes where an owner recently received permission to operate a waste disposal facility. Must Mario disclose this fact to the prospective purchaser? Again, Mario is showing a buyer-client houses in a residential subdivision. He knows that there is a parcel of vacant land 3,500 feet to the north of these homes where an owner recently received permission to operate a waste disposal facility. Must Mario disclose this fact to a prospective purchaser? A, no, because the disposal site is not close enough to be of concern. B, no, because the site has not yet been developed. C, yes, this would be considered a ministerial duty. Or D, yes, because Mario owes absolute duty to the buyer. D, yes, because Mario owes absolute duty to the buyer. According to the law of agency, a fiduciary relationship exists between the A. Listing broker and seller. B. Selling broker and seller. C. Selling broker and listing broker. Or D. Salesperson and buyer. The correct answer is A. Listing broker and seller. Which of the following statements concerning a power of attorney is incorrect? This constitutes A. The document must always be recorded. B. When used in regard to real estate transactions, the document must always be in writing. C. Authorization to act for the principal is granted to an attorney in fact. Or D. The formality with which the document must be executed is governed by the equal dignities rule. A. The document must always be recorded. Salesperson Andrews receives an offer to purchase that is accompanied by a $2,000 earnest money deposit in the form of a personal note. Which of the following is true? A. Andrews has breached his or her agent's duty to the seller. B. The offer should indicate the deposit is in the form of a note. C. Andrews should return the note and ask the purchaser to give him or her a check for the same amount. Or D. The resulting contract will be voidable at the seller's option. B. The offer should indicate the deposit is in the form of a note. A cooperating broker, subagent, finds a buyer for a home listed with ABC Realty Company Incorporated. The selling broker represents A. The seller, B. The buyer, C. Both the buyer and the seller, or D. Neither the buyer nor the seller. A. The seller. Under BRETA, a listing agent is required to present to the seller A. All written offers, B. All qualified offers, C. All signed offers, or D. All offers. The correct answer is D. All offers. Agent Norris is working with a buyer prospect who chooses to be a customer. The prospect wants to see a listing on Pine Street, but the listing company has indicated it will not offer sub-agency. A. Norris can show the house as a transaction broker. B. The house can be shown only by buyer brokers. C. The listing company had no right to refuse sub-agency. Or D. A dual agency will result if Norris buyers decide to offer on the Pine Street house. A. Norris can show the house as a transaction broker. A broker engaged by a seller who performs such acts as locating lenders, inspectors, attorneys, surveyors, and schools for the purchaser would be performing A. Buyer agent duties, B. Transactional broker responsibilities, C. Ministerial acts, or D. Contractual obligations on behalf of the seller. C. Ministerial acts. Prior to entering into brokerage engagement relationships, a broker must A. Advise a prospective client of the types of brokerage relationships available through the broker. B. Advise the prospective client of any other brokerage relationships held by the broker that would conflict with any interests of the prospective client actually known to the broker. C. Advise the prospective client as the broker's compensation and whether the broker will share such compensation with other brokers who may represent their parties to the transaction. Or D. All the answers are correct. D. All the answers are correct. In a typical listing contract, the relationship established between the property owner and the listing broker is that of A. Principal and agent, B. Agent and subagent, C. Broker and customer, or D. All the answers are correct. A. Principal and agent. The listing contract is a contract between A. Seller and multiple listing system, B. Seller and listing salesperson, C. Seller and broker, or D. Broker and listing salesperson. C. Seller and broker. The listing salesperson can sign the listing contract on behalf of his or her company if A. He or she is the only person available, B. The broker has verbally approved of this action, C. The seller is satisfied to have it done this way, or D. The salesperson has written authorization from the broker. D. The salesperson has written authorization from the broker. When a prospective purchaser comes to an open house being held by the listing salesperson, the prospect should be treated as a customer, a client, an agent, or a subagent. A customer. A broker might choose to have salespeople in an employer-employee relationship because A. The broker would have less bookkeeping to do, B. The broker would have more control over the agent's activities, C. The broker's contribution to the FICA would be smaller, or D. The cost of unemployment insurance and workman's compensation insurance would be lower. B. The broker would have more control over the agent's activities. Which of the following statements about the independent contractor status is false? A. Most real estate salespeople are independent contractors. B. A broker can control the results he or she expects from independent contractors, but not the method of obtaining the results. C. An independent contractor is literally in business for him or herself. D. Nothing is withheld from the commission checks for independent contractors except the income taxes. D. Nothing is withheld from the commission checks for independent contractors except income taxes. You have agreed with your broker to split commissions 60% to you, 40% to the broker. Your listing was just sold by another company for $139,000. Your broker has agreed to pay the selling broker 50% of any commission. If the commission on this sale was 6%, what was your share? Again, you have agreed with your broker to split the commission 60% to you and 40% to the broker. Your listing was just sold by another company for $139,000. Your broker has agreed to pay the selling broker 50% of any commission. If the commission on the sale was 6%, what was your share? A, $8,340. B, $2,502. C, $1,668. Or D, $4,170. The correct answer is B, $2,502.
And that's all I have for today's topic, folks. Thank you for studying with me, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.